Which version of you is asking for the sale? Which version of you is showing up in your coaching business, messaging, supporting clients with your messaging, your packaging, your pricing, your marketing, and allowing the clients who want what you have to show up and say, I deserve this now? Where are you serving your Rolex watch clients? Not because they have money to buy the Rolex watch, but because they believe they deserve to have the Rolex watch. Where are you serving clients and asking for the sale from clients who want that first class ticket to Cape Town? Not because they have the money in the bank to pay for it, but because they know deep in their bones there's an invisible shift, a pull, a trust, a faith that supports them to say, I deserve to fly to Cape Town first class. I am done with economy. I am done with sitting in the middle seat in economy. No. Hello, beautiful, and welcome to Asking for the High Ticket Sale. One of the things that I invite clients to really look at when they say, I'm a Christian coach, or I'm a spiritual woman coach, or I believe in God, or I'm partnered with God, or Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, whatever it is they tell themselves, is which version of you is selling this offer? Is it the version of you that exists in reaction to what everyone else in the marketplace is doing, how they're charging, how they're dressing, how they look? So I can't tell the difference between you and Emily and Susie because you all have the same branding coach, you all have the same voice, the same accent, you all look alike, the same hairstyle, the same pictures, the same glamour photos on Instagram, the same filters. I don't know. Is it the version of you that is doing what technically works? Which is what 90% of my clients are doing when they come into the prosperous womb. They do what's technically working, but it's not aligned with who they are, who God is calling them to be. So when they ask for the sale, they do it in a way that is imitation, that is cosplaying some coach on Instagram. They sell in a way that is not who they are, because that's what they think technically works for them. And it's worked. They've made 7 figures, multiple 6 figures. It's working, but it's not who they are, and it's killing them because they haven't asked for the sale with the luxury of being themselves. Ask for the sale with the luxury of being brave enough to sell to the person who wants what you have, not the person that you think needs it, so you have to convince her that she needs it because she has never even heard of this. She never even thought this result was possible. Now, there's result and there's exponential expansion result, which is what happens when the client comes to work with you. That doesn't show in your marketing. I don't care how many testimonials you put out there, because testimonials are front for the version of you that God says you already are. Already worthy to receive the 100K. Already worthy to receive the $1 million. Already all those things. And let God's integrity, God's visibility come through you and pull in with trust and faith the people that you're here to serve when you ask with the luxury of being yourself. When was the last time? I ask every woman this who comes into asking for the sale, whether they're making 7 figures, 6 figures, 5 figures, never made money, whatever it is they're doing. When was the last time that you had uninterrupted access to the woman that God says you are? When was the last time that you had uninterrupted access to how worthy you truly are, to how powerful you truly are? When was the last time that you were not rehearsing to be someone else in your coaching business? Where have you disappeared to? Because when you come back and remember who you are, you will ask for the sale as you and not cosplaying as the voice, the message, the package, the price that you heard on social media. You're too powerful to be anything but the luxury of who God says you already are. Because what happens when you show up and ask for the sale in that way? Then you're not trying to overcome objections. You don't go out and start to master objections, how to overcome objections, how to follow up. Why are you doing all that? Why are you cosplaying as people who do that? No. Because when you ask for the sale, this is how it shows up. You share messaging that supports the person listening to the message, listening to watching the podcast, listen to the podcast, watching the video, to park the car and feel like, oh crap, I can never see myself the way I used to, like that victim I thought I was, whether it's health coaching, life coaching, weight loss coaching, business coaching, mindset coaching, career coaching, whatever it is. They can never see that version of themselves that they believe they were, because now they go, you know what? After listening to this message, I'm not the same. And I see myself differently. For the first time in my life, I see the value of having this in my life, in my marriage, in my relationship with my daughter. For the first time, She's not talking to me about money. Her premium value that she's offering me is not affordability. Her premium value she's offering me is the thing that's most important to me, not how affordable her services are. And for the first time, they get to think like winners, because winners always win. Winners always follow through. Winners always do the thing. And for the first time, they realize she's not selling to me with guarantees. She's supporting me to rise up to who God says I am and invest and take the risk and invest because I'm a winner already. She's reminding me who I am. I invite my clients, the bonuses, first of all, please don't sell with bonuses, okay? And zero guarantees, because the more guarantees you sell with, the lower the risk in your offer, the less likely you are to attract high-ticket coaching clients who value themselves and know they're already winners. The more likely it is for you to attract people who think they need you. And the more likely you start to play like you're God, because you think, I did this. Then you start selling with testimonials. Look what my client did. My client did this. No, God's child did that. The praise and glory goes to the Almighty. I don't need to hear that. I don't want to know about your testimonials to buy from you. I buy because there's the invisible shift inside of you that pulls me to you with trust and faith and supports me to see myself as a winner. I don't care what Gloria did in your business. I don't care what this person did, what outcome they got. I'm not them. I'm a child of God, and I have my own divine gifts that God has given me. And I want you to pull that in me to you. So I see myself the way God sees me, not the way Gloria saw herself and got whatever outcome, lost 500 pounds. Not the way this person saw herself and got the job. Not the way this person saw herself and passed the CPA. No, I'm not them. Your testimonials mean nothing to me. That's what your high-ticket coaching client is saying. But we're tempted to fit in and sell with testimonials, sell with social proof, whatever it is. How about you sell with the faith of God? When clients come to the Prosperous One for asking for the sale VIP day or supernatural or anything, they say to me, well, Mimi, how do clients find you? It's interesting. Every time a client asks me that question after they've signed the contract to work together, I always smile and say, how did you find me? Well, yeah, obviously that makes sense. It reminds me that they still haven't recognized who they are. There's still a lot of work to do here. If you ever ask how or visibility question when you're partnering with God, you haven't even started yet. There's still a long way to go to have the uninterrupted access to the way God sees you. So value the upside in your coaching business and in the offers that you have, so that when you ask for the sale, you're 100% confident that you're brave enough to be willing to deal with whatever comes your way. When you share the message, when you share the content, when you say the thing, when you write the thing, when you post the thing, that your client sees that supports her to say, where have you been all my life? I want to work with you. Be brave enough to not dilute the message. Ask for the sale as a powerful woman with the luxury of being yourself. 100% of coaches are not themselves. They don't even remember what being themselves looks or feels like. So when you do that, you attract people who are themselves. You attract your best fit high-ticket coaching client. And your coaching offer becomes a best fit offer, not a first come, first served offer. Let me know how this lands for you.